But we're learning that the Prime Minister has in fact released the 100 files, declassified them. The files related to Netaji, like you have been mentioning earlier, 30 of them coming from the PMO and the others from the MHA and the MEA respectively, in the company of Union Culture Minister Mahesh Sharma. You have the Prime Minister declassifying and releasing these files. These are the live images that you're seeing from the National Archives. Okay, Abhishek, now that these files have been declassified, they are going to be open for public viewing, aren't they? Okay, we'll try and get back to Abhishek in just a few minutes from now, but these live images that you are seeing are coming to you from the National Archives. Earlier, the Prime Minister paid his respects to Netaji Subhas Chandra Bose, and subsequently, the 100 files that we had mentioned earlier have been declassified. Abhishek is back with us. What exactly does declassification mean, Abhishek? These 100 files will be open to the public. They can access it. They can go through the details. And how is it decided which files will be put out in the public domain and which will be held back? What is that process like?
Well, Padmaja, of these 100 files, we are told that 32 odd are from the PMO. And in fact, whatever extent files were available in the PMO, except for a couple of them, in fact, I can tell you which files might not be available. Those files are which contain communication between the Government of India and the widow of Netaji, who remained till 1960s. Those files are not to be declassified. Most of the files from the PMO, which are extant, as in which are still available, would be in public domain. We don't know really what files are there from MHA and the MEA, but most of these files are about government communications centered around first the Shah Nawaz Committee of 1956, then the Khosla Commission, which took place between 1970 and 1974, and then the Mukherjee Commission from 1999 to 2004. Also, other communications, for example, between the Government of India and the Government of Japan for the maintenance of Renkoji Temple, for the upkeep of the ashes there. Also, communication between the Government of India and the Government of Japan and the relatives of Netaji for getting those ashes back. So those files are to be released. They have been digitized after having been declassified by the Prime Minister's office and the MHA and MEA. They have been converted into a manner so that they can be accessed online. In fact, as the Prime Minister releases them, they would immediately be put on the website of National Archives, and anyone across India or around the world can really access them and see for themselves what is contained in those files. So that is the process that has been followed. The files would, of course, apart from being physically available at the National Archives in Delhi, they would also be available online for anyone to look at and analyze what is contained in them.